obviously, I am an exiled Iranian living in Canada. As you know, Iranians living under oppression of Khamenei.
Yeah.
All these talks that I heard from you, I mean, I was not very, I'm not a practicing Shia, but I was totally disappointed. And, well, as an escapee from Iran, I never had a positive thing, thoughts about Shia until I listened to you for, I think, almost 5, 6 years. I make it short, and I admire you
Thank you, sir.
very much. And I remember many years ago, you were talking in Persian to one Iranian phone caller and saying that if the person is not offended, which you don't advocate rising up against Islamic regime, but one way that this regime could fall would be by foreign invasion. And today we see this war. And today we also notice that the Trump was the one who curbed the continuous war that could really to collapse of this
Yeah.
regime.
Yeah.
So basically, I wanted to see to inquire your opinion about that. That the only way that this regime would fall would be through the foreign invasion. And now that
So
I
I
just
think
wanted to, yeah.
Khamenei and Khomeini regime has been very successful to wipe out any meaningful opposition inside Iran. They do not. They control their security systems are very efficient, and through years of purging, they have been successful in eliminating anybody who would be a meaningful leader, who would attract followers who would challenge Khamenei. There's no such thing. There's no opposition to the Islamic government inside. A lot of people do not like the Islamic government, but there's no organized opposition of the Islamic government inside Iran or in the neighboring countries. Because Khamenei has made sure that neighboring countries are also any person who would organize an opposition party in the neighboring countries, they do not have any refuge and they should be eliminated. And also in the West, the opposition to Khamenei in Islamic Republic of Iran is very disenfranchised and fragmented, and they do not have really any followers inside Iran. Even recently, you saw Crown Prince Reza Shah Pahlavi. Although he called for people to rise up, nobody listened to him in the recent attack of Israel against Iran. So of course, I don't see, especially if you went 10 years back. Now, Khamenei, as time goes on, his popularity decreases quite a bit. 20 years ago, Khamenei was way more popular, had more legitimacy than he has today. 10 years ago, he had more legitimacy than today. But as time has went on, Khamenei has lost his legitimacy and his popularity within Iran quite a bit, except now. Now that this war has served Khamenei's purpose, just as Iran-Iraq war served Khomeini. Because war makes leaders popular. People rally again around their leader, again around their president or rahbar, and around their flag. So I think this attack by Israel has been quite beneficial for Khamenei and his regime, because people have forgotten about all their problems, about all the misdeeds of Khamenei, and they have become united. And also, because in times of emergency, governments could take quite drastic actions to purge their opposition. So I would not be surprised that Khamenei would use this threat from Israel to accuse a lot of people to being Israeli spies who are not Israeli spies, and purge them and send them to death or put them into prisons. So this war was bad for Iran, but good for Khamenei and his regime quite a bit. It gave them legitimacy. But if not for this war, Khamenei had lost his popularity. Could Khamenei's regime could fall without a foreign invasion? It's possible, and it may not fall without. We don't know. I don't know about the future. But if you went 20 years ago,
Oh,
no, Khamenei did not have any opposition. But
and
2 years
also,
ago,
yeah, so
90% of Iranians wanted Khamenei to fall. But now, after this war, it's a different story. So I don't know. But that's not really something I'm looking to up to for Khamenei's regime to fall. And I don't because of the if Khamenei goes away, if this regime falls, what's next? Who's going to replace him? That's a very important question. I don't think Khamenei's regime will fall without a fight. They will fight till the last blood. Because Khamenei does not have any place to go. And his sons do not have any place to go. Just like Saddam. They did not. Okay, I'm going to answer this without you being on here. I can bring you back to participate if you would like to. So Khamenei and his followers, they will fight. A lot of his followers, they will fight until the end because they don't have anywhere else to go. And if his government falls, if through foreign invasion or through domestic uprising, I don't know what will replace him. I'm not sure if there'll be any Iran at that time. I'm not sure. Because there are a lot of people, a lot of forces that want to partition Iran. And when I look at the opposition groups of Khamenei, like Reza Pahlavi and the opposition based in Los Angeles and Europe, these are not very good people. They are not trustworthy people. I don't think Khamenei is worse than them. And I don't think they're better than Khamenei. So that's my position with regard to Khamenei's downfall. I don't want Iran to become another Syria. I don't want Iran to become another Libya. I don't want Iran to become another Afghanistan. I have no sympathy for Khamenei and his regime. But if this government falls, then a total breakdown of central authority in Iran is very likely. And that will be very ideal. People think, oh, Khamenei goes away and there will be elections. We'll elect a very good leader. That is idealistic, but unrealistic. I don't think that's very quite likely to happen.